Okay, let's take a look at this question. Now this uses unit prices, but it's a little more complicated in its nature. So here we have hamburger buns. Okay, it says an 8-count package of hamburger buns has 5 cents more per bun for its unit price. This is a unit price than a 10-count package. If the 8-count package costs 38 cents less than the 10-count package, find, what are we finding? The cost of the 8-count package. So this is not a straightforward question. We're having to do some work here. Okay, so let's take a look. What are we trying to find? The cost of an 8-count package. We don't know that. So right here, we're going to call that our X. We're going to use X to represent the cost of an 8-count package. Let's look at the two other things we know. They talked about unit price and they talked about the price of a full package. Okay, how would we find the unit price for an 8-count package of buns? We're supposed to take the price, which remember that's our X. That's what we didn't know was the price of an 8-count package. That's what we're trying to find. And we're supposed to divide it by the number in a package. So for an 8-count package, there's 8. This would be the unit price of an 8-count package. What about a 10-count package? Well, we can't throw in another variable, another X or a Y, because then we won't be able to solve the problem. We need to stick to just one variable. So we need to find a way to relate the 8-count package price to the 10-count package price. And if we look right here, it said the full package of 8 counts is 38 cents less than the cost of a 10-count package. So the cost of a 10-count package is something I need to write down its unit price. Okay, its unit price, the price of a 10-count package is X, the 8-count package, plus 38 more cents, so that it costs 38 cents more than the 8-count package. And then we divide that by how many are in the package? 10. Oh, we need an equation. Somehow we need to make this into an equation. So let's use the one more piece of information they gave us here. We have so far set up the unit price for an 8-count package and a unit price for a 10-count package, and we're going to go from there. Okay. It says that the 8-count package they're 5 cents more per bun. So their unit price is 5 cents more than the price of a 10-count unit price. So here's the unit price for my 8-count package. It should be equal to the 10-count package plus 5 more cents. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on the front here. Okay, so again, here's what we've set up. The unit price of an 8-count package of hot dogs is equal to the unit price of a 10-count plus 5 more cents. So we're setting their unit prices equal to one another. And now we need to solve this equation. Now the best way to deal with all of these fractions is to just multiply by the denominators. There's a denominator here and here, so that we don't have them anymore. The catch with that is you have to multiply everything by those numbers. So this had a denominator of 8, so I'm going to multiply everything by 8. Everything. That means this 0.05, and that means this fraction here. This one had a denominator of 10, so I'm going to multiply everything by 10 to get rid of that one. So again, that means everything. So it means my 5 cents here, move my equal sign over, and my fraction here, all of them multiplied by 10. Now the reason we did this was to eliminate denominators, because here if we multiply by 8, that cancels with the 8 here, and all I'm left with here is a 10x. Equals, well, this is still 10 times 8 times 0.05, because we didn't eliminate anything. There was no fraction there. And my final one here, the 10, again, the reason we multiplied was to cancel that denominator. I am left with an 8. So I end up with x plus 38 cents, or 0.38 times 8. Okay, now we're going to simplify all of this, so we need to remove all of these parentheses. which means I need to multiply those numbers together. 10 times 8 times 0.05. Okay, so I have 10x, there's really nothing I can do with that one yet, equals 4 when I take 10 times 8 times 0.05. Plus, over here to get rid of these parentheses, we have to distribute. So I go 8 times x is 8x, and then 8 times 0.38 is $3.04. All right, now we need to work to solve this equation. I'm going to change colors in so we can see the difference. I need to combine like terms. So see the 4 and the 3.04, they're on the same side. So I can go ahead and add those together. And I have then 8x plus 7.04. I need to get the x's on the same side. So I'm taking this positive 8x. I'm going to subtract 8x from this side of the equation, which means I have to do the same on the other side. And I end up with 2x equals $7.04. Forgive me for running out of room. Okay, let me set that up over here. If you have 2x equals $7.04, to finish solving that, the opposite of multiplying by 2 is divide by 2. If I divide both sides by 2, I get $3.52. Whew, and we're done. The price of an 8-count package of hamburger buns is $3.52. And you could go back through and verify all of this other information just to make sure your answer is correct. All right, this one is easier. Hopefully we didn't wear you out. Thomas Alberts purchased a pack of 12 pencils for $4.99. What's the unit price per pencil rounded to the nearest tenth of a cent? Well, we have 12 pencils, right? And we have a price of $4.99. To find the unit price, you take the price of the item, so $4.99, and you divide it by how many there are. There are 12. Okay, $4.99 divided by 12 is 0.4158, and it can 3. Now, they have made us a different kind of request on this. Usually they have us round to the nearest cent, which would make it 41 cents or 42 cents. On the other hand, here we have, it keeps going, right? And they want the nearest tenth of a cent. So we have 41.583333 cents. Okay, we want to round to the nearest tenth. The 8 after it makes it round up, so we get 41.6 cents. Now that's a little different of an answer because usually we write our answer in dollars, but they wanted this rounded to the nearest